What's going on? It's Nick bringing the business. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. I ain't got on here and talked in a minute, but I had a couple things I wanted to talk about. I got inspiration actually from Grinders. Grinders, shout out to Grinders. I got David Torres. I looked at one of his, I don't know if it was a post or a reel from Grinders, and he had like a mental health session with the girls, with the kids that he have over there at Grinders, and it kind of struck a chord with me because I'm a advocate for mental health. So, man, it just kind of struck a chord with me, and something that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute. Something that I just think highly of, because mental health is very important, especially just in general. Because we could talk about athletes, we could talk about the strains of trying to be a good athlete, and understanding that the physical strain that it puts on your body with all the training and the consistency of trying to be great at your sport. But it's also a mental aspect to it also, which is what Dave was kind of getting at when I was listening to, looking at the post that he had put on his Instagram page. And man, it just, like I said, struck a chord with me because I just believe so much in having good mental health and being able to understand how we feel and understand that the brain is a very powerful muscle within our body. Well, it's like muscle, organ, I don't know. I mean, I'm tripping right now. But anyway, so a couple key things that I want to kind of point out when it comes to like mental health, when it comes to like, especially like when it comes to sports, is having a healthy relationship with failure. And what I mean by that is what I mean by having a healthy relationship with failure is understanding that you're going to do and train to do certain things over and over and over again, hoping for perfection. And to be honest with you, it'll never happen. You'll never be perfect at it. You'll never pitch so many times that only thing you'll pitch is strikes. You'll never shoot so many jumpers that you're going to hit every jumper. You're never going to catch as many footballs as possible. You could catch 500 to 600 to 1,000 balls a day, and you will drop a ball eventually. So it's being able to have a healthy relationship with failure, understanding that no matter how much you do it, that failure will happen eventually. But being able to learn from failure and not have failure defeat you. That's what I mean by having a healthy relationship with failure. Because in life, no matter how many times you do it, and I mean, of course we could talk about sports, because, that's what I kind of lean on, and how it has guided me through life with my lessons through sports. But it's in life in general. Like, you can study all you want on certain subjects, and it's inevitable that you may mess up once or twice. But you have to understand that with every time that you mess up, or every time that you may fail, or you may get something wrong, it's a lesson within that. So it's not just about failing, but it's about learning from that failure. It's about understanding how to get past that, and have a short memory of that. I've been around so many kids and coaching them in football, whether it be in offensive skills or defensive skills. And once they make a mistake, they so hard on themselves where they compound bad plays. So you didn't catch the ball the last play, and then you come back into the line, and then you get to throw the ball again, you miss it again. But you missed it again because you still focused on the first pass that you missed. So it's about understanding that, yes, those things are going to happen, but you got to put that aside and learn from it, and then catch the ball the next time. Or what happens when you are shooting a jumper and you know it's open, you know you're open, and you know you normally hit that shot, and you go to shoot that jumper, and it doesn't hit, and you so down on yourself that you don't want to shoot the ball for the rest of the game because you're so like caught up on that failure of not hitting when you felt you should have hit. So like it's a mental aspect of it where you have to be able to understand that no matter what, that your mind will is a big part of your physical. And what I mean by that is physically you can train, but if you mentally are telling yourself that you can't do it no matter how many times you train, it's not gonna work. It's really not gonna work. So mentally you have to be able to be in a space where you understand that no matter what, I'm gonna succeed. And no matter what, no matter how many times I fail at a certain thing, that eventually I'm going to succeed at it. And it's but yeah, I got my inspiration off of that, off of looking at that from Grinders, because it's something that I always wanted to talk about, and not just like within sports, but just in general. And I'll touch back on more of just the mental health aspect of it, because it's mental health in general, regardless if it's sports or if it's just everyday life, is extremely important. We go through life a lot, and we are so down on ourselves with life in general. We supposed to be at this point of our lives at this point in time, and we supposed to be making this amount of money. We should be driving this, and why this person had this, and I'm just as this, compared to this person, and I don't have it yet. So now we down on ourselves about that. And with social media, and I've talked about this before, with social media, how social media plays a big part in our mental health, because everything is so accessible to us now. So it's like when you see somebody else thriving and succeeding, you feel like you're not, mentally that can take a strain on you as well. So like being able to just be comfortable in your own skin, but also being able to talk to somebody and not being ashamed to talk to somebody about what you're going through, because that's important too. We all need help. People are like, man, I could do this all on my own. Nobody makes it in this world on their own. I talked to a guy, I don't gonna say elderly, but he's older than me, and he's a homeless guy, and he's like, man, I don't like asking you for nothing. That's why I'm out here. I get it, I'll take care of myself, and I'm just gonna sleep on the street and do this. And I listen to him, and I respect how he feels, but I also feel like you can't get anywhere in this world by yourself. Be it family, friends, your belief in your faith in God is not making it on yourself either. Because you're entrusting yourself, your mental, your physical, with either God or God, along with family and friends, and maybe somebody you could talk to in the mental health profession. It's very important. It's extremely important, because we need that. Like, we absolutely need that. I went through a point in my life when I'm like, man, I'm not gonna talk to nobody. I'm good. I can figure this out on my own. And some people can. Some people can. I think. I really don't know, but I feel like some people can. But I feel like with that extra help, it's just a bonus. It's really a bonus to get through things. I've been through countless amount of things in my life that I felt like if I was able to talk to somebody back then, I would have made better decisions in my life. I'd have made better choices. Being family, my kids, spouse, friends, everything. Siblings, all of those things. I feel like I could have made better decisions, but I was struggling with certain things within myself that I just wasn't willing to, talk to anybody about it. Then sometimes you don't want to hear the truth. That's another thing. Some people don't want to hear the truth, so then you don't go talk to nobody because you don't want nobody to tell you what you already know. You know, what old pastor was saying to me, a hit dog will holler. That just means that, man, when something comes about that you don't want to hear because you know that's just the truth. You know, some people get smacked in the face with the truth and they don't want to hear that. So sometimes when it comes to talking to people, you don't want to talk to anybody because of that reason either. But sometimes when the truth is just what it is, you know, you can't hide from it, can't get away from it, regardless of, you know, sometimes the truth will smack you in the face on your own. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, it is what it is. I did this, I was wrong, or I made the decision, I was wrong, or, you know, certain people in my life I shouldn't have had in my life, and I need to get them out of my life, but I didn't. It's just a whole aspect to life about that. And mentally, sometimes you need to talk to people about it, regardless if you don't want to hear the truth or not. So, man, go talk to somebody. You know, talking to these kids early, like Dave was doing, and Dave is doing, is very important because it helps them to not just grow physically, but grow mentally in their growth as being teenagers, young adults, and then getting up in you know the age that I am now, and try to have a productive life because your mental health is very important. It's just as important as your physical health. It kind of it goes hand in hand. So, man, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of sit back here and talk about just what the first steps of talking about mental health. I got a lot more to talk about, but yeah, the first steps of talking about mental health and just the importance of it, and make sure you go talk to somebody. We need more classes for the youth, and regardless if it's a sports setting and school setting, or you know maybe parents just sitting down with their kids and just asking them how they are and how they feel, and have them open up about how they feel and be comfortable about being open up about how you feel. So it's not like a stigma to it, you know. If I can't say I feel like this because of this, you know, and I don't want to seem weak and I don't want to seem this, you know. But no, it's not about that. You know, it's about really growing as a person and mentally being the full 100% authentic self, your 100% authentic self, without holding it back. You know, so yeah, that's it though, man. I just wanted to really just touch on that, and shout out to Dave and Brad, kind of giving me the inspiration to talk about it. I always said that I wouldn't talk about anything unless it came organically. So you haven't seen me in a while. I had some thoughts in my head, but you haven't seen me in a while because I just wanted to make sure it's authentic, and I didn't want to like kind of force it and make it seem like, you know, just talking, just be talking. But yeah, so mental health, get checked out, talk to somebody if you need to. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's Nick bringing the business. Peace.